let's always start with the good news. So good news, ladies and gentlemen. So Oklahoma wins a case, right? In a landmark decision, Oklahoma judge today on Monday, an Oklahoma judge on Monday ordered pharmaceutical giant company Johnson & Johnson to pay $572 million for its role in the state's opioid crisis. This is huge, you guys. This is amazing because this is the first of hopefully many, right? This is the first of hopefully many because this shows that the people's voice matters. And it sucks that it took this long for this to happen, but I think it's a great place to start. And I know $572 million sounds like a lot of money, but I promise you, in the grand scheme of things, it's absolute pennies. And the reason I say it's pennies is because the original ask, so the state of Oklahoma implored the judge to deliver a record $17.2 billion, yes, billion with a B, verdict against Johnson & Johnson for flooding the state with opioids. It said that the drug company created a crisis that killed more than 6,000 Oklahomans. So, like I said, the $572 million is huge, is a good thing. That they're getting something, and that they won the original case. But from a $17.2 billion ask to $572 million award, settlement, not settlement, agreement, or the judge saying that's how much you're going to have to pay. That's a huge cut. And on top of the fact that it's that little, I just want to let you guys know what the revenue of Johnson & Johnson was in 2018. So in just a single year, Johnson & Johnson, their revenue was $81.58 billion. Yes, $81.58 billion is what Johnson & Johnson made in 2018, and they just lost a lawsuit of $572 million. But don't think for 1 second Johnson & Johnson even wants to lose pennies when it comes to the amount of money that they just made. Following the ruling, Johnson & Johnson announced that it plans to appeal the flawed judgment. They continued by saying that they did not cause the opioid crisis in Oklahoma, and neither the facts nor the law support this outcome. Michael Ullman, Executive Vice President and General Counsel for Johnson & Johnson, said in a written statement today. Look, so that is the verdict. That is the current situation. But I'm really, really happy that this is happening because there's many more states, there's many more cities that are going to be taking Johnson & Johnson and other pharmaceutical companies to court for this exact reason. And for those of you who might not be caught up with how much this is affecting us as a people, I know you hear opioid crisis, the epidemic, all of this thing, but let me give you a couple of numbers just to remind you how bad this is and why it's important that we do at least put the blame, hold these pharmaceutical companies accountable, right? So it is estimated, and this is coming from the CDC, it is estimated that every single day, more than 130 people in the United States die after overdosing on opioids. Opioid overdoses accounted for more than 70,000 deaths. 70,000 deaths in 2017. Let me take my glasses off. And then according to, no, let me put my glasses back on. I got to read, right? I got to read. So according to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, from 1999 to 2017, more than 702,000 people have died from a drug overdose. This is from 1999 to 2017. 702,000 individuals have died from a drug overdose. If they aren't accountable, who goddamn is? Right? Who is if they aren't? Right? You have to understand that these drug companies, not only do they make these drugs and push these, not only do they make these drugs, but they're also the distributors. They push these drugs every single day. They're telling these doctors, you get paid extra, you get a bonus if you use these drugs, because they know that these drugs are addicting. They know that these patients are going to want more of these. That's how they're going to make their money. All they care about is that bottom dollar. That's why they are a pharmaceutical company. All they do is make pills or make medication to get money out of it. It's crazy. I'm happy this is happening, and it is hopefully going to start a cascade effect. More cities, more states, more whoever, wherever they think it's necessary to put these pharmaceutical companies on trial. I think it needs to happen. And Oklahoma, good for you. It's a great start. I'm sorry that you didn't get the amount that you wanted, but I think this is an amazing start. And the more cities, the more states that do it, these pharmaceuticals companies, I hope, I don't have too much hope, but I hope that they start to learn their lesson, right? Because it's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy.